to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Emily Bennett. Tonight we begin in Floyd County, where a multi-county police chase ended with the capture of an escaped inmate from western Kentucky. Daniel Bell escaped from a work release program in McCracken County on Sunday. Now, he is originally from Johnson County, more than 370 miles away. The chase started near Prestonsburg and ended in Paintsville. I talked to officials today who are trying to connect all the dots. One complaint led police to this double quick. Pulling up behind this car where three people were arguing.
Two of the occupants jumped out of the vehicle and said that the third person in the vehicle was pointing a gun at them.
Deputies identified the third person as Daniel Bell, an escaped inmate from McCracken County.
He identified himself as a different Daniel, not Daniel Bell, but Daniel something. So the names didn't match.
Bell sped away.
The speeds had varied from 100 miles an hour down to 30 or 40.
Swerving around stop strips, leading police on a 30-mile chase.
He did try several times to ram us. He was obviously in the wrong lane at several times throughout the pursuit, endangering other people.
When he was stopped 30 minutes later, they found multiple stolen guns, along with several sets of car keys, drugs, and money. All hidden in the car.
$4,000 probably is just from doing numbers in my head from what I hear the guys talking about what they found in certain places.
One of the men inside the vehicle before the chase is Jared Hall, a man with a long drug history in Floyd County.
When I left, they were trying to investigate and see who's tied to what.
Trying to piece together what happened after Bell escaped Sunday night.
We're now working with them, McCracken County, 250, 300 miles away probably, trying to get information back and forth to file more charges.
A list of charges that will keep on growing. Now, Sheriff Hunt says Bell will be facing several wanton endangerment charges, along with stolen property and drug charges. He expects more charges to be filed after talking with McCracken County officials. Now, this all comes after thousands of dollars worth of stolen merchandise was found in Floyd County. Investigators told us many of those stolen items were from the Pink Elephant Gun and Pawn Shop in Prestonsburg. That includes the guns found with Bell. Deputies say security cameras at the business caught Billy Hall and Charles Hall in the act. They face receiving stolen property among other charges. Investigators also found stolen motorcycles, chainsaws, and a stolen pickup truck. Also in Floyd County, a husband and wife are facing child abuse charges tonight. According to an indictment, police charged Thomas Stacy Jr. with criminal abuse and sexual abuse charges, while his wife Jennifer is facing criminal abuse charges. The crimes are said to have happened from 2008 to January of this year on foster children in their care. Kentucky State Police say the amount of evidence led them to a quicker case than normal, while the community near Community Free Will Baptist Church, where Stacy is said to be pastor, is in shock.
It don't matter what age. When you adopt a little child like that, they don't ask to be treated that way. They want love, and he definitely didn't give them love.
Both Thomas and Jennifer worked for Mountain Comprehensive Care. Officials there said the two were fired as soon as the indictments came down. One Tennessee man is behind bars after police say he shot into a home in Knox County. Investigators tell us Justin Marlowe shot inside a home on Dixon Drive with 6 people inside, 3 of which were kids. After that, police say after shooting a tire of a car in the driveway of the home he left, they say Marlowe then wrecked a truck outside a home on Foxwood Drive that was stolen from Tennessee.
Obviously, with that many people in the residence, it's very dangerous that someone could have got hit. With gunfire.
Marlowe was charged with 6 counts of wanton endangerment, among several other charges. The investigation into a missing Scott County mother saw some big developments today. Georgetown police say a body found in a storage facility in Richmond is believed to be Sheena Baxter. She's been missing since Valentine's Day. Just this morning, Baxter's ex-boyfriend was charged with her murder before she was ever found. Officers say they had overwhelming evidence that a homicide had occurred.
I don't feel at all that we need a body other than obviously for the family, but for the case, that's not a concern for us.
A few hours after giving that interview, a body was found wrapped in plastic at a storage facility just down the road from where Hicks lives. The Madison County coroner says the body is being taken to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy scheduled for tomorrow.
And we saw a little bit of sun and clouds throughout the day. We're going to see more clouds tonight and into tomorrow as rain and snow moves back into the mountains. Looking along Interstate 75 over into Mount Vernon. Quiet for now. Don't get used to it. Tomorrow night's going to be a little bit different, but still dealing with those clouds and even those warm conditions. Near 50 degrees right now in Whitesburg. Those clouds will continue to keep us warm as we head into tonight. Satellite and radar shows those clouds kind of clearing out, but also starting to move back into the forecast. Even some sprinkles over into parts of central Kentucky, a little bit along I-64 up into Moorhead. So we'll be dropping into about the low to mid 40s tonight, so we really won't be dropping too much with those mostly cloudy skies. And then as we head into the next few days, we're going to see those rain chances sadly return by tomorrow. Maybe even a little bit of rain to snow tomorrow night and snow possible Thursday morning, and even more snow as we head into your Friday. Well, I'll have more on that coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Paige. Now tonight we have the results of special elections in 2 Kentucky House districts. A Republican will represent House District 99 for the first time since 1980. Richard White defeated Democrat Bill Redwine in the special election. Rocky Adkins held the seat for decades before transitioning to a position in the governor's office. The district represents voters in Rowan, Elliott, and Lewis counties. And Pikeville Medical Center is using its laboratory to give patients the best possible experience. With state-of-the-art equipment to perform and secure sample testing, the hospital says it's currently prepared more than ever. An automated line allows medical staff to label and take samples in the patient's room, then drop it into a chute where it is sent directly to the lab. Professionals say it is about creating a safe and easy environment.
In order to bring in a lot of patients stuff from the region that needs more high specialty testing done, we're able to do that, keep the turnaround times a lot faster and get the patients back out of the hospital where they want to be in a much more timely manner.
The lab also streamlines more serious issues and immediately informs doctors when tests are clear. Hospital representatives say this is one of the ways PMC works to provide quality care. A Head Start student in Pike County received news last week that changed his life and family's life in the blink of an eye. Cooper Coleman is at Cincinnati Children's Hospital recovering from surgery after doctors found a brain tumor. Students, teachers, and community members are standing in prayer for Cooper and sending words of encouragement as his family sits by his side in the hospital. His teacher says it all came out of nowhere.
It could be any one of us. Cooper was here Tuesday. A week ago today, we all thought he was a perfectly healthy 5-year-old.
Students have sent more than 60 homemade cards to Cooper, and community members have contributed to more than 50 e-cards through the Children's Hospital website. To send a card of encouragement, check out this story on our website. Now, auditions were held this evening at the Forum in Hazard. Community members came out to audition for roles in The Sound of Music, which will be Hazard's first musical in more than 20 years. New at 11, WYMT's Dakota Makris tells us what the production means to the area.
Taking the stage, waiting to audition for The Sound of Music. This will be Hazard's first musical in 23 years. The production was an easy choice for the Appalachian Arts Alliance.
It is the all-time favorite. It is the quintessential musical that everyone grew up with, and our parents grew up with, and our grandparents grew up with.
Tegan Cox loves theater. She moved from Central Kentucky to Hazard 4 years ago.
This is super exciting for me.
But she was worried about the lack of a theater program.
The arts are really thriving here, which I think that was a shock for me. There's so much going on.
Cox says that she would take any role in the musical.
I just would love to be involved. I mean, I think that it's great that Hazard has this arts council, that they're doing stuff.
For the Arts Alliance, the musical is all about the community.
I know that we have a lot of quality talent in our community, and this allows us to showcase that.
And maybe even hoping for a special guest to audition.
I mean, I would love it if Julie Andrews walked in and auditioned.
Soon, our mountains will be alive with the sound of music. In Hazard, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News.
Now the show opens on June 5th. Auditions will continue tomorrow evening at the Forum beginning at 5:30. Coming up at 11, a fire and high-stakes debate in South Carolina. Why tonight and the contest ahead could be make or break.
And rain and snow will move into the mountains tomorrow. I'll break down the timing and impacts coming up.